Welcome back guys, my name is Fernando Herrera and I'm an all-star Turo host. I'm doing today a video about my experience on how I feel about the platform with over 64 trips so far, and how we've racked up these two fake prop $20,000 stacks of $100 bills, I guess. But in all seriousness, actually, how we've actually been able to rack up some good money along the process. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there with a lot more trips than myself. However, do keep in mind that I still have a full-time job. I have 2 kids, a wife, that require time, and I'm still working on 2 other projects like side hustles along a YouTube channel that I'm posting consistently. So yeah, I'm pretty happy for my 64 trips. So some of my YouTube videos have been doing very well that I do want to recommend if you haven't seen them already. One of them being the top tips for Turo beginners. Another one is the airport drop-offs. And then the other one I just recently posted it, which was the 5 top GPS tracking systems that you want to have. So, just don't forget to check them out if you're interested. Also, please go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps my channel a lot. It lets YouTube recommend my videos to others. So share it with a friend if that friend is also trying to get into Turo. Now, the reality is that most of the people that have been reaching out to me via Instagram or via YouTube or via, just email happen to be currently employed and they just want to get started on Turo as a side business or a long-term project to grow a fleet. Now, this video hopefully will be helpful to those in a similar situation, as me, because that's the same way I was feeling when I started getting into Turo. They currently have a job or other responsibilities, but they want to kind of get their feet wet with Turo. So in short, I do want to leave it clear, Turo is not a passive income stream. It does require time, and oftentimes I have to do late airport deliveries or wake up at 5 a.m. to vacuum and clean the car. Sometimes I need to change my plans, to accommodate last minute trips. And so when I first started, I thought it was just going to be a tiny bit more hands-off approach. I thought it was going to be more like I listed my car, somebody took it, nothing to worry about. But it does actually involve a lot more time. Secondly, you do have to deal with some people and sometimes with some really shady, rude people. So just be ready to have those awkward moments, be ready to be firm, and be ready to tell people the way you feel, the way it's fair for something that was damaged in your car or something that you just are not comfortable with. Now, I'm telling you this because in the very beginning when I first started Turo, I was finding myself that if somebody curved my wheel, did some curb rash on my wheel, I would not reach out to them and I would just say, well, you know what, I'll just pay for it. It's okay. But, eventually you kind of start getting into, hey, it's part of the business, we both agreed on something and this is what's fair, So I do have to say that Turo has built some confidence in myself and just dealing with with these situations. And I'm happy really to be able to say that the Turo host I am today is a much different, better host than the one it used to be when I just started. I feel a lot more comfortable dealing with fees, with reimbursements, and simply talking to people. I guess the moral of the story here is that you have to get your feet wet in order to kind of know how it feels and kind of know how it works. I also have some people that have reached out to me that they're looking into buying 5 or 10 cars in one single time. And I'm like, look, how about we start with 1 car and then you kind of know how it feels, how it works around your schedule. And then you can build your fleet up, nobody is against that. Just make sure that you're understanding what you're getting into before you go and buy 5 or 10 cars, even if they're cash $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 cars. I mean, which they're gonna be kind of hard to find at this market right now either way. But I mean, if you're able to find them, just make sure you know what you're getting into, because once you have all that set up, it's gonna be very hard for you to kind of get back to the way it was without losing someone. Now, the third thing I do want to point out is that Turo has made me money. I mean, after paying for all the things I need to pay, which are the car payment, insurance payments of the cars that I have listed on Turo, I still have been able to pay some of the things I personally own, such as my personal car. And at this very moment, I still have $5,000 in the savings account for my specific automotive budget. This budget, I have it ready and set just for anything that's related to my Turo fleet. So any maintenance that needs to be done, any mechanical work that needs to be done, that's the fund that has been built through Turo that now I have just tangibly in a bank account. So again, this actually feels very rewarding because seeing a bank account with, over $5,000 can really show the work I've put in and really makes it worth, all the times I had to wake up early or change my plans to accommodate other trips. There is where I could see tangibly in a dollar figure how much I've been able to save because of Turo. Now, the fourth thing I do want to talk about is I've been able to create some quality content for my YouTube channel. Now, this may not apply to you as a Turo host, but I mean, it's never a bad time to start your own YouTube channel. And even though I have never talked about, tips on how to start your YouTube channel, because I still feel I'm a very new YouTuber and I really don't know what I'm doing here, I got a lot and tons of ideas and experiences that I thought would be fun to share with people. And it came out to be true. Oftentimes, I get comments and messages from viewers like yourself asking me questions about situations they're in that I was in, and I probably did just some research to get my answer. So then suddenly when I get these questions, I go and say, hey, you know what? This might be a good idea for a YouTube channel. And I mean, it's been great because I've been able to meet a lot more Turo hosts. I've been able to grow. I've been able to get a lot more quality content for viewers like yourself. And so it's actually been very fun. So if you're even thinking of doing a Turo business and recording yourself, just getting a camera, recording your experience of what you're doing, people will watch. So, definitely consider that. It's fun. It adds a little bit more of emotion and kind of like personality to your whole experience with Turo. Now, one of the last things I do want to point out is that with Turo, I have been able to meet some really great people. With these last 64 trips, I've actually met people of my guests. I mean, I'm not talking about now my YouTube channel, but of the actual people I've rented cars, I've met some great people that, get to learn from them. I've learned a guy who did great doing Amazon FBA. I learned about another lady who would do interior design and she was really successful. And they would often give me some tips that will definitely help me towards the future in life. Now, well, I don't know personally how much longer I'll be doing Turo or if I'll be managing fleets for others or if I'm going to be building a fleet of my own, to a point where it's like huge. It is still something I enjoy to do. I love seeing people's reactions of how they get to drive my Tesla for the first time. And overall, it does seem like a stress reliever. Since my work can be very stressful at times, sometimes just washing a car, getting it ready for someone, kind of cools me down from my day-to-day operation. Overall, I do enjoy being a Turo host. I'm extremely grateful with Turo, and I really look forward to what the future brings. I personally hope I can grow my fleet and bring someone to my team to help me manage my cars and possibly manage cars of others. But for now, we are just working hard day by day, ensuring our guests get the best experience possible. And that's probably going to be the focus until probably the end of this year. So let me know what you guys think. Are you currently doing Turo? Are you currently renting out your car? How is that going? And if you're not, or are you considering Turo, well, let me know what is it that you're waiting to get started on Turo. Feel free to comment in the comment section below or message me on Instagram. A lot of people have been reaching me out on Instagram. Please just be patient. I do get some messages. Sometimes I don't do a lot of social media myself, so it takes me 1 to 2 days to respond, but I do respond. Also, it's been very popular, some text messages campaigns that, templates that I've been sharing with people, and a break-even calculator that determines how, your car is breaking even. I can share those tools with you guys just by simply commenting or sending me a message on Instagram, and those tools are really helpful. Of course, all those tools are free. I'm not going to be charging you anything for them. It's just a great way for you to, for me to share the knowledge with people like you guys. Now, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please stay safe. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and peace.
Yeah!